Senegal's reform movement came to power under one powerful slogan, Diomaye is Sonko. But now, President Faye launched his own political party, while Sonko remains a powerful force inside PASTEF and Parliament. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is no longer simply a political partnership under pressure. This is a struggle over who controls the future of Senegal's reform movement. Faye and Sonko were not strangers brought together by an election. They were political partners who had challenged Senegal's old establishment together. Sonko founded PASTEF and built his reputation by attacking corruption, criticizing foreign economic influence, and demanding greater economic sovereignty for Senegal. But when Sonko could not contest the 2024 presidential election, PASTEF chose Faye as its candidate. The campaign message was simple: Diomaye is Sonko. Faye won the presidency and Sonko became prime minister. Together, they represented a political movement that promised to transform Senegal from the inside out. But winning power did not end the struggle. It became a much more difficult one. Once they entered government, the campaign promises collided with Senegal's financial reality. An audit revealed previously undisclosed public liabilities under the former administration. Reports placed Senegal's debt to GDP ratio as high as 132%, while the government faced pressure from international lenders and rising repayment costs. This created a serious dilemma. Faye moved toward negotiations with the IMF and fiscal stabilization. Sonko rejected the idea of debt restructuring, calling it a disgrace, and argued that Senegal should rely more heavily on domestic taxation and control over its natural resources. The disagreement was not only about economics, it was about sovereignty. It was about what sovereignty should look like in practice. Faye was trying to keep the state financially stable. Sonko was warning that financial stability could come at the cost of political independence. And guess what happened, ladies and gentlemen? That policy disagreement slowly became a struggle over authority. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where the alliance began to break apart. Faye controlled the presidency and the formal machinery of the state. Sonko controlled the political movement that had brought them to power. He had PASTEF's grassroots network, strong support among Senegal's youth, and eventually a powerful position inside parliament. That created two competing centers of power. One was based in the presidential palace, the other was based inside the movement itself. The question of Senegal's future leadership made the tension even sharper. Would Faye seek his own political mandate, or would he eventually clear the way for Sonko? By late 2025, the language of unity had already begun to change. The partnership that once said Diomaye is Sonko was now producing a very different message: Diomaye is not Sonko. The final rupture came in May 2026. President Faye dismissed Sonko as prime minister and dissolved the government. PASTEF then announced that it would not participate in the new cabinet. That transformed the former governing movement into a political force confronting the president it had helped elect. Days later, Sonko was elected Speaker of the National Assembly, giving him a powerful institutional platform. He was no longer inside the government, but he was still capable of influencing legislation, mobilizing supporters, and challenging Faye from the heart of the state. Then in June, Sonko was elected leader of PASTEF, and in July, Faye launched Kire, the Republican Patriots, creating an independent political base of his own. Ladies and gentlemen, the symbolism is impossible to miss. The alliance had not simply become tense, it had broken into two competing political camps. Now, here is where it gets really interesting. This crisis is bigger than a personal disagreement between two politicians. Faye must govern a country facing debt pressure, economic demands, and high public expectations. Sonko remains connected to the movement's original identity and controls a major political machine. Any major economic program will require political cooperation, especially inside a parliament where Sonko's influence remains significant. That means Senegal could face legislative paralysis at the exact moment it needs decisive action, and the consequences may extend beyond Senegal. For years, Senegal was viewed as one of West Africa's democratic anchors. Now it has become a test of whether a reform movement can survive after it takes power. Can economic sovereignty and financial stability exist together? Can Faye govern without Sonko? And can Sonko challenge Faye without weakening the movements they built together? The question is no longer whether these two men have split. The question is, who now controls Senegal's reform movement? What do you think about this political rupture? Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Representing A2 is Flo. Thank you and God bless.